Oh, look at them. How fast. Look how fast they are. Be careful with the camera. I know.
What's going on? They're big.
Yeah, I didn't realize the seal was that big.
Yeah.
They go fast. Camera now?
Yeah.
How did it work on the trip? Were all those pictures taken on your camera?
Yeah.
That worked awesome, man. Those are good pictures.
Yeah.
I fixed it for like...
Oh, look at them moving.
By the way.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the Vancouver Aquarium. For those of you who are just joining us, my name is Nicole. I'm standing over here in the field.
Hi, Nicole.
Hello.
Hi.
Just before we start, I'd like to ask one more time if you can look behind my camera to smaller visitors. Please let me up to the front because we're about to start our seal show. Is everybody excited?
Yay!
Thank you. Thank you. Okay, well, these are some pretty amazing animals here at the aquarium, so hopefully we'll get some more enthusiasm from the rest of you. We have three fantastic marine mammal trainers coming in first. We have Sherry, Lisa, and Alicia, but they will be working with the three Pacific Harbor seals you can see in your class. Their names going from right to left are Da Vinci, Apollo, and Hermes over there. So how about a big round of applause for our seals?
Serious left to right.
Yeah.
Okay. I need to tell you a little bit about these seals before we really get started on our big... So they're pretty cool.
He also wants attention.
On a variety of different behaviors today. One of the things they're going to be working on is actually a little disappearing act with the seals. You might see the seals kind of squishing their bodies away through that gate. This is an incredibly important husbandry behavior. It's also fun because it's like magic. The seals are there and then all of a sudden the seals aren't. But one of the reasons this is such an important behavior to learn is because behind that gate we have a scale. And we try and keep accurate weights on all the animals we have here at the aquarium so we can measure their health. If they're gaining weight too fast or not gaining enough weight fast enough, that's something that tells us that we need to have one of our on-call veterinarians come in and take a look at them. So the fact that those seals are able to voluntarily go out through that gate and get up onto a scale is a pretty big deal and a very important thing to have trained. Now don't worry, we aren't going to do this entire talk with the seals disappeared. So they're going to be coming right back into the gate and scaring off our seagull, Stephen. Now that seagull is a wild bird from Stanley Park who comes in, and you might keep your eyes on him throughout the show because every once in a while he tries to steal some of the seal's fish. So keep your eyes on Stephen Seagull. He does every once in a while manage to get one of those fish for himself. Now the three seals in front of you, they're definitely very hard to tell apart, but hopefully I can give you some hints today on how you can help tell those seals apart. Apollo's the easiest. He's the one in the middle, and he's the largest and darkest of all of the seals. Now if you know anything about Greek mythology, you might find that a little ironic. Is there anyone here who knows what Apollo was a god of in Greek mythology?
Held up the world.
Yeah, that's right. So I think it's funny that Apollo, who's working with Sherry there, is the god of the sun, but is actually our darkest seal. That might just say something about the weather here in Vancouver, I'm not too sure. Apollo is the darkest, he's there in the middle, but Da Vinci and Hermes are a little bit harder to tell apart from each other. In fact, I can only do it when I'm looking straight at their faces. Hermes has a white patch on his forehead right between both of his eyes, and Da Vinci doesn't. So if you happen to see them head on, maybe if you see them in our underwater viewing gallery that you can check out once we're done, you might be able to tell Hermes and Da Vinci apart from each other. Now the names are just one of the things that tells us where these seals came from, because these three seals are actually rescued seals from the coast of Vancouver here. And that's right. Has anyone ever seen a seal before? Yeah, can you raise your hand? Yeah, a lot of you have. That's right. Harbor seals like this are an incredibly common animal to see off our coast. In fact, they're the most commonly spotted marine mammal off the coast of British Columbia. And one of the most common places to see them is actually up on logs or on the beach where they're having a rest. But every once in a while, a seal ends up on the beach that isn't resting. They could be injured, ill, or in the case of many baby seals, abandoned. And they get up on the beach and they require some help. And this is where all of you come in. If you ever see a seal on the beach, you think it might be in trouble, first of all, avoid all maternal instincts to pick it up and carry it. Because although that might seem like a really good idea, probably not.
I don't think so.
You could actually do some damage to yourself. They've got some pretty sharp teeth. So you want to leave it where it is, but watch it. And if you think it's in trouble, you call in the expert. We have a program called the Marine Mammal Rescue and Rehabilitation Center that you can call at 258-SEAL.
And the eagle is still there. The eagle is still there.
Thank you very much. If you call that number, someone from the Marine Mammal Center will come out and meet you with that seal and let you know whether it is in trouble or not. If it is, if it might be injured or bandaged or even ill, they'll actually rescue that seal and bring it back to our center where we try and rehabilitate the marine mammal and release them back out into the ocean. In fact, this summer in 2008, we rescued 101 baby harbor seals. And every one of those seals that survived is able to be released back out into the ocean. So it's a pretty awesome program. Now, of course, sometimes those seals aren't able to be released into the ocean because they may be too injured or depend too much on human care in order to be released back out into the ocean. They wouldn't survive on their own. And that's where these seals come from. They were rescued in either 1999 or 2000, depending on which one. And now that they're here, our trainers work with them every day to make sure they get the best health care possible here. Now, if any of you are curious about what you might be able to do to help support the Marine Mammal Rescue Program, I have a pretty awesome piece of advice for you. You've already done it. Just by coming to the aquarium today, since we are a non-profit organization, the admission you paid to come in today actually all goes back into our animals. So you already help support that Marine Mammal Rescue Center. So give yourselves a big pat on the back. And on behalf